So what does MVC stand for, or what is it? It's all about a separation of concerns. So making sure that different parts of your code do different things and you clearly know which part is responsible for what. MVC stands for Model View Controller. So we work with models, views, and controllers. And actually, for example, views, that is something you already know. We already got views in our project, right? Models are basically objects or is a part of your code that is responsible for representing your data in your code and allowing you to work with your data. So things like saving data, fetching data to or from a file, or even if it's just in memory as we're currently doing it, this should be handled by models. The views are responsible for what the user sees in the end. They are responsible for rendering the right content in our HTML documents and sending that back to the user. So they are decoupled from your application code and are just having some light or minor integrations regarding the data we inject into our templating engine to generate these views. And the controllers are now the connection point between the models and your views. Because since the views shouldn't care about the application logic, and the models do care about how to save and fetch data and so on, the controllers are the thing working with the models, saving that data or triggering that save process and so on, and also the part where they then pass that data that was fetched to your views, for example. So the controller is the middleman. It contains the in-between logic. Now, in case you're also wondering how routes fit into this picture, well, routes are basically the things which define upon which path for which HTTP method which controller code should execute. And as I just said, the controller is then the thing defining with which model to work and which view to render. This is the pattern, and in an app with Express or built with Express as we are doing it, which heavily relies on this middleware concept, the controllers are also kind of split up across middleware functions, or some of the logic might be separated and moved into another middleware function. But we'll see all of that and we'll get there step by step. For now, let's simply move back to our project and implement a MVC pattern there.